Alright, this is how you replace an AC compressor on a 2000 Pontiac Grand Am 2.4 cylinder. First step is to get the freon discharge from the system. It's the evap port right down there. Mechanic shop, somebody you know, but you have to do it first. It's a must. And if you buy a compressor, you might as well go ahead and get the combo. It's a compressor with your dryer and your orifice tube. It's just located right there. That's where the orifice tube goes in. The side right here. You gotta take it apart and it's inside of it. You gotta pull it out. Place it. And also you have to do a flush, a clean flush. It's all in the warranty, but it's easier to buy a combo. The AC, the dryer, and the orifice tube all in one. It's a lot cheaper. So after you get it discharged, you park it, jack this side up, your right side, take the wheel off, sure you're on the jack stand, take your splash off. It's your splash right at the inside. And after you do that, take your negative off. You come down here and disconnect the wiring harness right there. And you just loosen these two bolts at the top. 1, 2, it's right there. Just loosen those. Come down here, take these two off completely. 1, 2, it's right behind that bigger bolt back there. See it right there. But I forgot to mention, before you loosen them, you want to break your line free. It's a lot easier to break your line free before you loosen the bolts. So break your line free and then loosen your bolts and then pull your AC compressor out. And after you do that, reinstall the AC compressor. Put the bottom bolts in snug, then snug the top ones up. Go ahead and tighten them down, then tighten the bottom ones. Mount the compressor before you put the lines in. It has to be, because the new compressor is going to come with the cap on the back right there that holds the oil in. You want to take that cap off after you install the compressor. After you install the compressor. And before you put your line back on your new compressor, you want to install the new compression rings that comes with. There's another side to the line over there, you just can't see it, but there's two in there. So after you get that in, tighten it down, get your compressor mounted, get your line in, plug your wiring harness back up, plug your negative back up to your battery, and then you have to get the system vacuumed. It has to vacuum all the air out for about an hour and a half. And if your car doesn't have a sticker, this is how much it takes to refill. Now, when you take the dryer off, leave it mounted, take this loose, 1.25 inches, and then take that nut back there loose. Kind of hard to see it, it's right there. That's a 1/2 inch. And the mounting bracket has a 10-inch bolt on the back here, hold it in. It's very easy to get to. But get these lines loose before you take the mounting bracket off. Put your new dryer in, as so. Put the mounting bracket on it, mount the bracket, tighten everything down before you put your lines in. Thread your lines on hand tight, of course, always, and then tighten them down. Now these two lines have O-rings. I believe this one has 1 and this one has 2 in them. And you take the old O-rings off and put the new ones on. But when you do that, you want to dip them in a little AC oil, AC compressor oil. Lucky for me, I just replaced the compressor, so I had AC oil, which is pretty much this bolt right here in the top. That's where you get your oil from. And then you put your rings on, tighten your lines back up, and then you go to your orifice tube. Go ahead and replace it. It's right here where the condenser's at. That's it right there. It's in this side. Just stick a little piece of plier in there, you can pull it right out. Then you put the new one in. It goes with the rubber. The O-ring goes in first. It doesn't stick out the front. It's designed a certain way to go in a certain way, as you can tell by the tube. So, big part with the O-ring goes in first. I've already installed mine, so I can't show you. But that's it. Make sure you get it vacuumed for an hour and a half. Put your freon back in it, and it should work fine. My compressor came pre-oiled with 3 ounces of oil already in it. Your compressor might not, but it all depends on the directions. Don't forget to read them. And it's a lot easier to take this wheel weld off to get that compressor out. You have no problems, and you got plenty of space, and you got to replace the dryer also for the warranty. So after that, just fill it back up with freon. All right, that's it.